In this video, we'll show you how easy it is to steam silky smooth milk using Espresso Series 1 at home. Let's get started. You'll be receiving a 10-ounce steaming pitcher with a precision pour spout. This milk pitcher is really perfect for creating microfoam. It's also great for pouring art because of its free floating handle. It also has markings on the inside in ounces and milliliters, so whatever you prefer. This smaller sized milk pitcher is really good for smaller volume espresso drinks, so cortados, cappuccinos, macchiatos. If you prefer larger volume drinks, Series 1's steam wand is compatible with our larger Eddy steaming pitchers. Series 1 steam wand features something we call assisted steaming. Most other machines, you have to rely on how hot the pitcher feels in your hand while you're steaming it to judge the temperature. With Series 1, you'll be able to see the temperature on the screen, the temperature that your milk is currently at, and the temperature that you will set it to, which I will get into later. Also, if you're not sure where exactly to stop your milk when you're steaming, temperature-wise, for the drink that you want to make, you can go into our menu settings and select the type of drink that you want to make, and Series 1 will stop your milk from steaming any further than that drink's temperature range. No more burnt milk and no more guesswork. The first thing that you need when you're steaming milk is cold milk. So definitely cold milk. You do not want room temperature milk when you are steaming. The machine will tell you how much milk to use based on whatever type of drink you're making. I'm making a small latte, so I'm using 8 ounces of whole milk. We don't generally recommend filling the pitcher any more than this. It expands in volume as you steam, and it could potentially overflow if filled much further. The steam wand is situated on a ball joint, so you can get it into a position that is comfortable and helps you create a good vortex. It's designed to move up and out to the right, giving you plenty of space to steam without bumping into the heated group head. Normally I don't steam backwards, but for the sake of this demo, I'm doing it for you guys. What you want to do is line up the steam wand itself with the crease in your steaming pitcher. You also want to make sure that the steam wand tip is partially submerged in the surface of the milk when you begin to steam. You're going to hear a ripping paper type sound. Also, you want to position the steam wand tip in one of the 4 quadrants of the steaming pitcher, so not directly in the middle and not too close to the side. You're going to be about a 1/4 inch away from any of the sides, however it is tilted. You might want to practice this a few times before you start steaming. Water or water with a little bit of dish soap is really good to practice with. Now we're ready to start steaming. To do this, press the middle piano key button to start steaming. You'll feel the pressure begin to ramp up, and then you're going to want to hear a sound like ripping paper that's pretty consistent for about 5 seconds, depending on your drink. And then you'll lower the steam wand tip into the milk. You'll submerge it completely in order to achieve what we call a whirlpool or a vortex that is essentially integrating the milk into smooth bonded microfoam. This phase is really important. It's going to be longer than the aeration phase by a lot, and it should be in order to achieve that silky smooth milk texture. So right after you're done steaming, it's really good practice to purge the steam wand. Series 1 will remind you to purge. All you have to do is lower the steam wand into its vertical position, and Series 1 has a switch inside that tells the machine to purge. So now that we have our steamed milk, what we want to see is very smooth overall texture, kind of like paint. You're not going to want to see any larger bubbles. If you do see larger bubbles, go ahead and tap them out either on the counter or on the corner of a counter. If you see larger bubbles throughout your milk that are just not tapping out, you might want to integrate for a longer period of time. Now that we've steamed our milk, we want to see a silky smooth texture on top and no islands of foam or anything like that. That would make it very hard to pour our art. So you want to mix or massage the milk a little bit, and then you're ready to pour your art. So I've shown you how to steam whole milk, but if you're not a dairy drinker, Series 1 is great for steaming other alternative kinds of milks. Use the menu to select Make a Drink, and from there you can select whatever other kind of milk you're using. Alternative milks will steam differently than dairy milks because they have a different protein and fat content. With Espresso Series 1, you can choose your type of milk and it will adjust to the target temperature for that type of milk. We designed Espresso Series 1 to handle all the little things, from set temperature to purging, so you can really focus on your steaming technique. With practice, this will all become second nature. Happy steaming!